Have you ever felt a chill run down your spine for no apparent reason? Or sensed eyes watching you from the darkness? What I'm about to share with you is not just a story, it's a warning. Because in Barbados, sometimes the shadows hide more than just darkness. They hide El Diablo. As a child, Marina had moved to the country with her family. From the outside, it looked like every other house on their street, but inside was anything but ordinary. Her bedroom had 2 doors. One of them had been painted shut from some long ago renovation. But some nights, it would rattle and creak open on its own. On those nights, she would lie there, paralyzed with fear, her eyes squeezed closed. It always felt like if someone was in the room with her. Her parents would tell her, "Those are just hags, what you call nightmares," because the door would still be painted shut next day. One time, she was alone in her room, and a doll flew across the room and hit her in the back of her head. She was convinced her brother was pranking her, but when she confronted him, he was outside with his father the whole time. Everything came to a head one night when the power went out. The whole family was sitting together in the living room, and she tried to tell her parents what had been happening, that something was wrong with the house. But they oohed and awed at her scary story and dismissed her story as Nancy stories, made-up stories, to scare her brother on a dark night. At some point, the candle went out, and her mother went to light another one. That's when her mom screamed. Red, glowing eyes were looking at her from inside the mirror. And suddenly, the doors in the house started slamming shut, as if someone was walking through the house, slamming them one by one. The realization hit all the adults in the room at the exact same moment. The whole family was present in the room. Who was slamming doors? Her mother grabbed her and her brother without even looking in their direction, and her father got to the front door before everyone else and shouted, "Let go! Let go!" for everyone to run. They got outside, and their neighbors were already on their way over to see what all the commotion was about. But before anyone could say anything, the front door slammed shut, and one of the neighbors whispered, "El Diablo," and made the sign of the cross. The very next day, they packed all their belongings and moved to their grandparents' house. To this day, no one could actually explain what happened in that house. But I know this: El Diablo is real, and he still haunts the shadows of Barbados. So if you ever hear whispers of El Diablo, know this: some of folklore are based on real stories.
Thanks for watching. Click here for more Caribbean stories.